Hi guys, it's Usernamekate and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be doing a walk around video on Suzuki's very own all singing, all dancing adventure bike, the V-Strom 1050 XT. Now the bike that you see before you is actually a 2021 model. However, I've done a bit of research and from what I can see, the 2022 model doesn't really have any changes. So what I'm saying now should be relevant if you do decide to pick yourself one of these up brand new. In this video, I'm hoping that you guys can get an idea of, some of the components of the bike. I'll be zooming in and out so that you can see what the build quality is like, see how everything looks. I'll be roughly speaking about the specification of this bike, but I'll also be showing you what it's like to sit on the bike, to get on and off it, what it's like to push around, particularly with these babies on. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in watching, stick around and stay tuned. First off, I'd like to say thank you very much to Suzuki UK, who have kindly lent me the Suzuki V-Strom 1050 XT. When they dropped it off, I was not expecting such a bright and vibrant colour, but I'm not mad because I haven't really ridden something so bright before, so it's certainly turning a few heads. So Suzuki's 1050 is actually a 1037cc and it produces 106 brake horsepower. It has a V-twin engine at its heart and has styling that is very much inspired from the Dr. Big or Dr. Big Suzuki, which I'll put a picture of on the screen now. So the V-Strom 1050 XT, specifically the XT, has a few different things on it to the non-XT. So a few things that this bike comes with that the non-XT doesn't. It has these crash bars. It also comes with the cross sport wheels as well. You get this accessory bar just above the screen. You get 2 seat height adjustments, so it can either be 850mm or 870mm. It also comes with a centre stand. It comes with the LED lights as standard all round. And it also comes with handguards as well, just to keep the wind off your hands a little bit. It also comes with a 12-volt socket, which you can find underneath the seat. And one of the main differences is that this XT boasts a crazy suite of electronics that the non-XT doesn't. So with this bike, you've got a 6-axis IMU. It means it comes with a whole host of electronics, including cruise control. It comes with 3 traction control settings. You've got 1, 2 and off. You've got 3 different engine modes, which are known as 1, 2 and 3. You've got 2 ABS modes on this bike. But one thing to know is that you can't switch off the ABS on this bike. Since the bike uses a 6-axis IMU, it does have the cornering ABS as well, which is quite a nice touch. So what hardware are we rocking on the front suspension? Well, we've got KYB 43mm upside down fully adjustable forks. So on the front we've got Tokico calipers, along with twin discs on the front, and we've got a Tokico, hope I'm pronouncing that right, caliper on the rear as well. We've also got a KYB rear shock that does come with a preload and rebound adjuster. And then finally, the Suzuki V-Strom 1050 XT is chain driven. So the tank holds 20 litres of fuel, which I think is pretty good for an adventure bike. It has a reported range of 220 to 230 miles. Here you can see what the fuel display looks like. It's in a bar format. It'll tell you when your fuel is getting low, and then it'll tell you when your fuel is getting super low. So this is what the dash looks like. I'm really sorry that it's picking up my camera reflection as well as the top of my head. There's nothing I can really do to kind of avoid that. But here you've got your gear indicator. It's nice and big. It's in the centre, very, very clear to see. And you've got your revs going around the outside. You have your miles an hour just there at the top with the fuel range sort of bar under it. Then it'll tell you the odometer. It tells you how many miles you have until you need to fuel up. It gives you a trip and it gives you your MPG. Here you have the modes, so I've pressed the mode button, and just by pressing up and down on here, you can select what mode you want it in. We'll keep it in A for now. So here you do have a very simplistic LCD dash. On the surface of it, it can look quite busy, but when you're riding, it's actually really easy to see all the information that you need, which is quite good. Again, you've got the LED lights. Everything is LED, which is good. And then you can adjust the screen as well. You have 11 different levels of adjustment. And then to lock it in place, you literally just push down and it's set. Now, of course, you can't do this on the fly, and you can only do it when you're stationary, because I don't think anybody's arms are that long, but that is how you do it. Okay, so to put some things into perspective, this bike has a seat height of 850mm or 870mm, depending on how you set the seat. Now, I believe it's not that quick of a process to change the seat height on this bike. It requires a few tools and a bit of time spent just to switch it over. I believe it's in the lowest seat height at the moment of 850mm, and the reason why I believe that is because if it was in 870mm, I don't think I'd be able to touch the floor. So, to get on the bike, I'm going to get on it the granny way, foot on the peg, leg over, try not to clout the panniers. Okay, so it is a quite tall bike, so I'm on my tiptoe, but I do have a bit of a leg dangle on the other side. So if I'm just to swap what feet I have down, so now I do have a flat foot on this side, but my bum is kind of, you know, scutched off the side of the seat. If I wanted to be directly sat in the middle of the seat, then I am very much on my tiptoe on the other side, like this. So it is quite tall. And also, my leg goes down right where that foot peg rests. So you don't have a direct foot to the ground, you kind of have to go behind it, which also impedes your reach a little bit. Given that this bike is relatively tall, you can get a lowered seat for it, which does reduce it by 30mm. So you can actually make this bike 820mm if you're a little on the short side, like me. Okay, I'm going to try and get off this bike elegantly. I'm not sure it's going to happen, but we'll see. And just try not to kick the panniers. Okay guys, so now I'm going to show you what it's like just to push around. Now this bike is 247 kilograms wet. That's excluding any luggage. One thing, it is quite hard to push backwards when you've got luggage on, purely because the luggage gets in the way of the grab rail. But I can imagine with the luggage off, it wouldn't be an issue at all. So yeah, it's not the lightest thing on the earth, but it is certainly manageable. Got another visitor. You alright? Hello. So yeah, to summarise the pushing it around, it's not the lightest thing. Naturally, it's a big, heavy adventure bike, and you find that the weight is quite high up with it being a V-twin, but it's not unmanageable. It is a little bit more weight than I'm used to pushing round, but at the same time, I think I'd be able to own it. So as I said, the luggage doesn't come with the bike. And believe it or not, neither do heated grips. So if you do want heated grips, you will have to factor them in. However, if you're financing a bike, you tend to find that adding things like heated grips just adds a couple of quid to your monthly payments, which, when you put it like that, isn't the end of the world. So, as some of you guys are aware, my main channel sponsor is the insurance broker Bikesure. Now, you may have seen this in the last walk round video that I did, but I am creating a new little section where I give you an indication as to what the bike that I'm kind of reviewing at the time would cost if I was to get an insurance quote from Bikesure. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but Bikesure is a 5-star rated insurance broker. If they were to quote me and insure me on the Suzuki V-Strom 1050 XT, as a 30-year-old female who resides in the town of Bolton, lucky me, and who has a maximum no claims to her name, they would insure me on this bike, fully comprehensive, for £442. But guys, the best way to get the best price out of Bikesure is to ring them directly, give them a call. I'll pop the number in the description below. I have even had some of my YouTube subscribers say that when they've mentioned Usernamekate, they have got a bit of a discount. So it's always worth trying. Shy kids get no sweets, right? So yeah, £442. And that's what it would cost to insure me and get me out on the road on this. Well guys, I hope you've enjoyed this walk around video. Thank you so much for tuning in and seeing what I have to say about the Suzuki V-Strom 1050 XT. If you guys haven't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. If you like my stuff, obviously. It means a lot, it really helps my channel grow, and this is something that I am doing full time. So any subscriptions, any likes, any comments, any shares mean the absolute world to me. So thanks for watching once again guys. Until the next time, ride safe, keep each other safe, see you soon. So what hardware, put your teeth back in, Kate. It's quite hard to get on, so I'm going to get on the granny method. I'm going to stand on the peg, and I still clouted the top box. Let's go again, so I don't like an absolute amateur. Oh, I think I've got a police officer coming to see what I'm doing. Interesting. Huh? No, I'm like a motorcycle YouTuber.
That's what we're
yeah,
looking.
so I look a bit odd like talking to myself, but
Sorry,
no, it's all right. See you later. I know, sod's law. See you later. Oh, that was so nice. There's a guy called Anthony. He's just said that he really likes my channel. See ya. What an absolute legend. He's on his way to work and he's literally stopped to say hi. And then the police officers stopped, they were like, what are you doing? Oh, that's so cool. Anyway, back to work.